right.
What's good? What's good? We got my good friend, longtime college homie, also
Yes,
frat
sir.
brother, my man Aunt Alexander. Um, yeah, we go way back, freshman year of college.
Yeah,
And
man.
quick story about Ed. I know this ain't got nothing to do with podcast, but quick story about Ed. Used to work at the front desk. Ed would come in with his girl, never speak to me. Ed, Ed would have his New York Knicks gear on. I'm like, I'm a Knicks fan. He's a Knicks fan. I'm a New York dude. He's a New York dude. Why he don't fuck with me? It took about what half the year, maybe 2, 3 months later. I guess he was like, all
Yeah,
right, he's
yeah.
from the Bronx. He looked like he's safe. Maybe I can play.
That's crazy, man.
So,
Yeah, I was thinking about that stuff the other day, and it's almost 30 years,
yeah,
bruh.
yeah, yeah.
Already, man. Time
Yo,
flies,
yes,
bruh.
sir. Yes, sir.
Time
Yeah, yeah,
flies.
yeah. It's been a kind of a long road.
Yeah, man.
It's,
Definitely.
I look
Definitely.
at well, in my mind, I consider John son of Scary like the first
Mhm.
baby of J Dub.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
I consider your son like the second baby. Because he's the one I seen born. I didn't really know John when he first had a Scary.
Right,
But
right.
your son, I seen him born, I seen him keep pregnant. So to me, he's more like the first baby Jay Wu, at least out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because it seemed like
yeah.
after y'all, that's when people start having kids.
Right? They're like they're waiting on us.
He told us. So what was your mindset like? How was you feeling then? Because at that
Man.
time we was what about like 20, 1920. So how was you feeling?
Yeah,
Like,
around then.
yeah, were you excited? You just nervous?
Definitely, I would say definitely all of the above. You know, um, we're in college. You know what I mean? And what do we know back then? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Stuff like this that we're going, social media and Zoom and that, none of that stuff was around back then.
thank
You know what
God.
I mean? Right? So yeah, it was different. Um, it forced me and anyone that has children to grow up fast and really start to pay attention to what's going on around you, because you are now responsible for another
Yes,
human
sir.
being, you know. So yeah, it was definitely different, scary, fun.
Mhm.
um I remember nights, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we in the gym playing basketball, and here I
Yep.
come with him in his stroller. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And
you know
another quick story too, because he was at our first blue and white ball. And I
Yeah.
had him in the carrier, and my mother and my aunt was there. My mother's like, they got this baby out in this loud music. I said, Mom, he's a DJ. This kid is used to the music. You see, he's asleep right now. Yeah, he's asleep right now. So, and
Yeah.
so let me see. So how old is he now?
Kamari's 25. Right. Kamari's 25 years old. Graduated from Wingate University 2 3 years ago now.
Nice.
He's living in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
He's a supervisor. He works for the Charlotte Convention and Visitors Bureau,
Okay.
as a supervisor. So he does event planning and space setup and stuff like that. So
Nice.
he's doing
Nice.
real well.
Good to
Doing
hear.
really,
Good
really
to
well.
hear.
Yeah.
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 And Kamari's the oldest, so there's Kamari and with
Josiah
Saya and
and Jamari.
Jamari. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
Yeah.
want to add a fourth one, but I think it's
Come
because of
on, man. You
Kia.
do.
I know. I think it's because of Kia. I see Kia's pictures and I be trying to
Uh-huh.
add her boy to you and like, no, that's her.
We do it though, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's all good.
no
Yeah,
questions like it
that
is.
that was a good thing too, because they're all kind of close in age,
That's yeah. They
and
look out for
they
each other.
all pretty much grew up together. Yeah, yeah, because they all live in Raleigh, or grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina. You
Okay.
know, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from
Yeah,
each other. You know what I mean?
that's dope.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we kept them very close knit. And, from a young age, we always told them that no matter what, you guys are brothers. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? And,
That's
and
dope.
it stayed that way. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, yeah. Because I could imagine it could be hard. I've seen some people, they just can't work it out that well, but I
Yeah.
definitely commend y'all on, you know,
Appreciate it.
yeah, definitely. So growing up like that, because need each other, especially your brothers. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Yep. I
definitely
mean,
need that.
you see what's going on out here in the society today and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So yeah, we wanted to make sure, and if nothing else, they stay tight.
That's what's up.
Kept those lines of communication open and stuff, and looked out for each other. So we're very blessed and thankful.
Oh, no question, no
Yep.
question.
Yeah.
So Josiah, the middle one,
Okay.
how old is he now?
He will be 20 on August 1st. Yeah.
I'm still thinking this dude. Damn.
Him and Kamari are 5 years apart.
Okay, I'm thinking this
Yeah.
dude is still a teenager. Shit.
Nope.
Damn, man, you mad old.
Yeah, right.
Yo, everybody my age, I'm like, yo, you mad old.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what's up.
he's 19, about to turn 20. He's getting ready to start his junior year at Winston-Salem State University.
Oh, that's
But
what's up.
yeah, playing football
Nice.
and stuff. Yeah, so he's doing well. He's doing well also. Yep.
That's what's up. And well, good thing too, all of them look like you. I think I think that's like every father's like dream, like y'all, please look like me. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I
nah,
get
they're sure. They got
my
the you
my
got the
my,
same
my
genes.
I was gonna say that. Yep. Yeah, my genius are strong. Yep.
And I want to get into like growing up for you, but
Okay.
as we're going down, your number of boys, I don't forget the little man. I don't want to like just skip over him or whatever or get to
Uh,
him later. So we can
it's all
discuss
good.
it now. And Josiah, I guess you want to tell it.
Oh, you
Uh,
mean Jamari?
yeah.
Yeah.
I made the
It's all
names too
good.
close for me.
I know. It's how his name came about. Actually, it's Josiah and Kamari together.
Yeah,
They
that
they
makes.
they named him.
Oh God, that
They
makes it
named
hard. That's
they
dope
named
though.
him. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So we were thinking about it and stuff, and they were like, "Hey, how about this?" So yeah, that's how it.
Hilarious.
Yep.
That's fire though. That's I
Yeah.
like it. I like
So
that.
Jamari was born November 19th, excuse me, 2010,
Okay.
in Long Beach, California. Because his mom was from California. Yeah,
From
right.
South.
I was living in Orlando at the time.
Okay.
So he was born about 11 days after he was born. He moved to Orlando with me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So he was living in Orlando with me. And then, as you know, unfortunately, on November the 25th of 2015, he passed away from pneumonia. He ended up about a week prior to his 5th birthday. He was in Atlanta with his mom. And I remember she telling me that at that specific time when they were there, the temperatures got really cold and they were not dressed for the occasion.
Oh, okay.
So he unknown to us because 5 years old, your child's immune system is not that developed. So he actually ended up catching walking pneumonia, and originally we thought it was just a regular cold. So we were treating it as a regular cold, not knowing that the pneumonia started kicking in and stuff like that. So yeah, unfortunately, 6 days after his 5th birthday, he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I know it's been a while, but still sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, I never had the pleasure of meeting him, but I enjoy his pictures because he always has a big ass smile. So,
Yeah,
that just,
yeah.
took us all by storm because you family, friends, brothers, so he meant a lot and he meant a lot, even though I never
Right.
physically met him. So definitely let me ask you, I know it was tough. So was there like did you feel like did it make you feel guilty like his passing? Like where were your emotions at
Oh,
that
of of course. I mean, anytime you lose a loved one, especially a child, you
Yeah,
go through those phases, of depression.
yeah,
So
yeah,
of yep.
understood.
In the beginning, I started with the anger, and I was mad at the world and mad
Yeah,
at God and
yeah,
everything, and why him, why not me? I went through
yeah,
the whole gambit. You
yeah.
know, um, started doing counseling, that definitely
So,
helped me and my wife Charmaine. um the boys also, not Kamari as much, but Josiah definitely had to go through counseling because he was actually here in South Florida with me at the house when Jamari passed away.
yeah.
And he was only 13 at the time.
Mm.
And he was very close to Jamari, because he finally was a big brother.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
True.
I mean? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it took time. Definitely took some time. It's 7 years going on 8 years since everything now. And um you're never obviously going to be over it,
Never.
but I'm able to deal with it and stuff now.
Definitely.
That whole saying, time heals. It's true to a point.
Exactly. Yeah.
It
You
is
just
true
you
to a
come to
point because
accept it.
acceptance, correct, which is actually the last stage of depression. It's that last of the five stages
Hmm.
is the acceptance part, and you learn to live with it.
Yeah.
Is that's the healing part that they talk about. Of course, you never get over it.
Of course not.
Even today, I found myself sitting and staring at one of his pictures and like, wow, he would have been 11 years old now. And what would he
Hmm.
have looked like? How tall would he have been?
It would look like you.
How would his voice be?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
That's
kind
those
of stuff.
things.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you never get over it, but you learn how to live and cope with that loss. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you still speak to his mom? Do you communicate?
No, actually, even before he passed away, we had a really bad relationship.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, really bad
Oh,
relationship. And obviously, with him passing away, it made that situation
worse.
even
Yeah.
worse because the blame game came and all of that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
And I couldn't help it though. You're both going through it.
yeah, yeah. But, some people
So,
just see things differently
yeah.
and,
I'm glad y'all got
so
therapy though. That's important.
yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
I can't even imagine like bouncing back without therapy.
Tough.
Yeah, like
Tough,
yeah, you probably
tough.
still be depressed.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And like I said, you never completely get over it. You just learn how to deal with it. Excuse me. And even now, I still every once in a while kind of catch myself and like, oh, you just had a moment and things like that. So I mean,
Yeah.
even 2 weeks ago, he's buried in Orlando,
Okay.
saying, that's where he pretty much grew up. He was born in California, but he was only there for 11 days. What he
Okay.
knew was Orlando. So
Gotcha.
he's buried in Orlando, and I was up that way about 2 weeks ago. So
Right.
anytime I go up there or I'm
You
in
gotta
the
stop.
area, I make a point. I have to
Yeah.
stop, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just, hey, buddy, I'm here, that kind of stuff. And
Yeah. Let me
yeah,
ask you, because do you when you do that, do you feel a connection when you
I,
go to his gravesite?
I do actually.
Yeah.
I do. I
No,
do.
I know when I go see my grandmother, I always feel, even though I already know she's here and I feel
Right.
a spirit here and there, but when I go there, I do feel a connection. I get the goosebumps and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So,
Yep.
because I
Yep.
try to explain to some people who are afraid to go to like the cemetery, I'm like, ain't nobody out here gonna hurt you. It's the
Right.
ones that's alive. And you see, I find it to be real peaceful.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
not scary
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So,
And even how you say, you feel that connection. There have been some times in the past where I've been up in the Orlando area and I couldn't stop.
yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
because it's like, dag, I'm here. I gotta
So
go,
close.
but
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, and that's it. You're so
Yeah.
close, but yet so far type feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part hurts.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, SIP to little homie. I want to backtrack it just for wine.
Okay.
As far as growing up, how many siblings do you have?
I am number 7 of 8.
Deep.
And it's crazy because growing up, I always thought there were only 4 of us. I never knew that my mom had 3 children.
Oh wow.
Yep. I didn't meet them until 2004.
Oh,
Yep.
word.
Yep. Yep. Because, after we graduated college, I moved to North Carolina. Hence how the boys, ended up
Hmm.
living in the Carolina. In 2003, I left North Carolina and moved back to New York. So a year after I moved back is when I met my two oldest sisters and my oldest brother, which, like I mentioned, were my mom's kids. And then when I was, how old was I? I was about 10 or 11, maybe even younger than that. I might have been about 9 or 10 years old. My dad had another son. I met him for the first time. He was born in Brooklyn, and not long after he was born, he was probably about 7 or 8 years old. His mom took him and moved to London.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, so my brother Corey, so he grew up in London, and like I said, he left. He was about 8 years old. I might have been about 9 because we're about a year apart. And I hadn't seen him again until probably around that same 2003, 2004 time frame. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, growing up, that again, I just for the longest, I just thought, or from what I could remember, hey, it was just the four of us,
Wow.
And then as time went on, up here's come three more, up here's come,
Yeah, yeah.
so 8 of us in total.
Wow. So, but I know before you came to school, I know your mother passed. I don't know like what age, what time.
She passed away from cancer
Oh,
in her bladder when I was 13.
13. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I was finishing. I was in like the last month of 7th grade, and yeah, that's like the first piece of loss that I ever felt.
Definitely,
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
Going through, yeah,
Yeah, and that was tough. I
yeah.
mean, I put a walls like your background and
So
stuff
anybody who
there,
come
and
on mention my
that,
background,
that's dope.
and it's real too. It's real.
Oh, okay. um, yeah. So at that point, I really like shut everybody out,
Yeah,
and that's the first bit of depression that I ever felt. It took me about a good 7 years to get
yeah.
over that.
Super young. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's crazy too because I thought about it before, and now speaking to you, it just kind of popped in my head again. It's crazy. I was 13 years old when I lost my mom, and Josiah was 13 years old when he lost his brother.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So you got an idea what we're going through.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, probably harder
And
for you because therapy wasn't a thing when we were
it
younger.
it was not. I
Yeah,
just had to learn how to cope with that myself. And I think
yeah.
that's the reason why it took so long.
And so, assuming pops raised you from there.
Yeah, my pops, aunt, stuff like that. And it's crazy because my dad's from Trinidad,
Hmm.
Caribbean heritage, and we all know the island men love to drink and stuff. So as when I was growing up, real young, my dad was an alcoholic.
Yeah,
you
oh,
know,
I see.
um, yep. So he was in the picture, but not in the picture not when I was
Understood.
real young. But literally right when my mom passed away, like the switch went off, and he's been there ever since, like to the T,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, he was there, and of course, I had a bunch of aunts and stuff. My oldest sister,
Hmm.
one of them, stepped up and kind of filled that void and stuff for me and my youngest sister. Yep.
So, like losing your mom, does it affect the way you raise your boys?
um, that's hard to say, actually. That's hard to say. I'm quite sure it probably does, but to be honest, I've never really thought about that part.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, nah, it's all
Yeah,
good.
it probably does. It probably does. But as you're going through stuff, and like we talked about in the beginning, when I first had Kamari, I was young,
Mm-hmm.
20, 22 years old, something like that. So what do I know?
Yeah.
Y-
So
You
what does
know,
it feel like raising big boys? Like, I mean, not even big boys, grown men
he's
at
a
this point.
man
'Cause
now.
this is, yeah, it's different for me because mine's is only 6, and we have two nephews now, 12 and 13. So they
Okay.
still boys. Like grown, you got grown men you're dealing with. And are you what type? What is your parent style? Are you like just I don't know. From I know you, I don't know. I don't see you as being like super stern. But you can explain to
I
me
can.
who you are as a father.
um, I can be that way to a point, but I think for me, I look at how I grew up and the things
Uh-huh.
that I liked, didn't like, in terms of how I was treated and stuff like that. So I try to do stuff based on that. Um, Now, of course, like Kamari's 25 years old. How much am I really going to tell him now?
Hmm.
I still stay in his ear,
Yeah. He's
but
still dad regardless.
still stay in his ear. With the both of them, we talk every day.
That's what's up.
Things like that. Me and Josiah talk 4 or 5 times a day. you know,
Beautiful.
yeah. So still giving the advice, but at the same time, kind of let the leash go and let
Loosen up a little
them
bit.
grow and learn and experience stuff, on their own, but still keeping their ear. I'm here if you need anything.
Hmm.
That that
Yeah.
kind.
You have anything that you grew up with that you always tell them now? Like something maybe your aunts might have said, or something that you like got tired of, but now you find yourself saying it?
Um, some stuff, yeah, but I don't think this is the right.
Okay.
This is not the right stream for it. Um,
Uh,
yeah,
that's all right. Don't worry about
yeah.
it.
We want people to come back to your show, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. Grown men here. Did you ever at any point want girls?
Yeah, definitely. Some to definitely stay away from and look out for.
No. I mean,
And,
did you
but
want daughters?
oh, did I want them?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. But after having the 3 boys, I don't know. Maybe I don't have it in me.
Yeah. Yeah, that little girl's on a sock somewhere.
I
Yeah,
mean,
forget
right.
about that. Forget about that. It's over.
Yeah, but definitely I did. I did. Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm one and done. My thing was like I want something healthy, boy or girl,
Gotcha.
as long as they're
Gotcha.
healthy. But yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I got this shit. Now look, we got like 3, so I'm good.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and especially now, that Saya and Kamari are grown to now come back and start again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mine turned 6. Like I say, like
I know.
I
Wow.
try to work out so because by the time he go to college, I'm gonna be damn near 60.
Right.
So I don't want to be that dad sweating trying to pull his
I
bag out the front.
know.
Or I want to be that father who grabbed the bag and said, "Yo, what dorm is yours, yo?"
Right. Right.
Or so yeah, just I'm just trying to keep up. I'm not really doing a good job because his energy level is crazy. Every time I think I
It's
wore
that
him
it.
out, he's still going. I'm
He
like, damn.
that ever ready. Yep. He just
Yeah,
keeps going and going and going. But man, if there's one piece of advice, it's just to cherish every moment,
definitely.
because as we've seen, recently with the pandemic and everything
Hmm.
else, man, it can be taken, in a
Hmm.
split second.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. And you never know.
I
You
know, I
never
know.
know. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely do. And Bo told me, he's like, yo, take pictures every week because you'd be
Yeah.
surprised. You see the difference and growth. And I'm like,
Yep.
damn, he ain't never lied. Because sometimes we just get into these moments where I'm going through old pictures in my phone and me and her
Mm-hmm.
laughing like, damn, he was that little. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's only
Yeah.
6. He's It's the last week of kindergarten for him. And he's going to
Okay.
first grade. So we had this conversation today. Oh my God. She's like, my baby's going to first grade. I'm like, yeah, but he's 6. we still got like 12 years ago, and we still
Man,
got a lot of.
before you blink, that 12 years is gonna be gone.
I ain't blinking though. Fuck
I
that. I'm staying up forever.
Nah,
Like
I
Freddy
mean,
Krueger's not
seriously,
coming to get me.
right? But nah, thing, I think about the same stuff, and then I sit back and I look. Kamari is about my height, but he's stockier than me. You know, Josiah's 6 feet, so he's taller than me. I'm like, yo, where'd the little guys go?
Yeah, yeah,
That's it. Time
yeah.
stops for no one.
So I got so Josiah, the
Hmm.
football player.
Hmm.
Now I need to know, does he have that? I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like the Bo Jackson Tecmo Bowl move when he does that quick spin move to break tackles. You used to do that on the basketball court. That shit was always amazing. That just spin move was so fucking fast. And great. He do this. Did you show? Does he have the spin move?
Yeah, a little bit. But on the football field, he plays on the defensive side. So
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
he is fast though.
Okay.
For a little bit, his senior year of high school, so 11th, 12th grade, he ran track
Okay.
and stuff. So yeah, he's quick. He's
All right.
quick.
All right. Yeah. Of course, they
Yep.
got powerful athletic ability.
Yeah, and Kamari played football for a while too.
I know. I seen
Yeah,
a few
he
pics.
played all through elementary, junior high, high school. The second game of his senior year of high school, he got hit in his knee, in his right knee, and he tore every tendon and ligament in his knee.
Because
So
he had
that,
crutches for a while, right?
yeah,
A long
yeah.
time.
He had, and he actually ended up with nerve damage in his foot.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay.
that ended his senior year. That pretty much ended his chances of playing college football
Yeah.
and stuff
Okay.
from that injury. Took him about a year to recover fully,
Hmm.
about a year and a half actually to recover fully. But he recovered. Obviously, like I mentioned, he didn't get back into actually playing organized football. He played some flag football intramurals like we used to do,
Yeah. Yeah. How we used to
in
get down.
college. You're right. He did that. But to stay connected to football and sports, he ended up being a sports marketing major.
Yeah. That's dope. Everything
So
happens
yeah,
for a reason, though.
yeah,
Just yeah. Just never know. But yeah,
yep,
everything happens for a reason. We just never know the
yep,
reason.
right,
But
right, right,
it's our benefit.
yep,
But I'm
yep.
yeah, I'm gonna hold you. I appreciate you coming on.
Okay.
I just wanted to shout out, dope fathers. And you're one of my favorites and one of my like first I grew up with, and like, say, damn, my man's on the baby. You know what I mean? So I definitely had to get you on here and chop it up with you.
Appreciate it, man.
So
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
always good
It's
to
all
talk to you.
love, man. Definitely,
Yes, sir. Yes,
definitely,
sir.
definitely. So yeah, man. Thanks for inviting me on. And
Of course.
anytime, man.
Okay.
Anytime. I'm more than welcome to come back as long as
All
you
right,
have
I
me.
appreciate you. Yeah, no question. No question. I appreciate you, fam. But
Absolutely, man.
you have a good night. Take care of them
Yeah,
boys.
definitely will, man. You do the same, bro.
All right.
All
Shout out
right,
to my
man.
man, one of the dopest dads I know. Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
my bad. And happy Father's Day, but I'm sure I hit
Ah,
you up. Yeah, later.
yeah. We chat yesterday for a
Yeah, I
minute,
thought
man.
so.
Yeah, we good. We good.
All right, cool. I didn't forget you.
All right.
Yo, I'll holla at you.
We'll talk soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Later.
Go, mob.
Shout out to my dude coming through. Appreciate him.